Good morning to my beautiful and handsome angels. How are you all doing today? Hope you're good and happy new month to you all. Today we're going to treat a topic under numeracy, which is what? Word problems involving weights. What did I say? Word problems involving weight. When we talk about word problems involving weight, we look at it and say, what is Miss Igwe saying? Yes. Unlike our normal addition and subtraction, where we use what? Figures alone. But in word problem, we don't use figures alone. The word problem question comes with what? Both figures and word. And for you to solve weight problems, what do? You have to read the question very carefully. I say what? Read the question very carefully. Understand it to know the sign to use. To know the sign to use. And after that, you go to the step we use in the step we use in adding and what? Subtracting. Now we are going to look at some of the, and now let's say that when you see question, word like this in the question, word like plus, word like sum, word like total, word like add, word like more than, and word like all together. Now when we now go to, when you see word like this in the question, when you see word like left, word like reduce, word like take away, word like remove, word like difference, word like less than, and word like remaining. All this word means what? Subtraction. All this word means subtraction. Now, children, you can see some items on the tables. You can see we have our tin of milk. We can see our cocoa powder. We can see our Island tea, our Milo sachets, our Dano milk sachets. Then also biscuits you take. You can see them. Then we have our semolina bag, our wheat bag, rice bag, then our spaghetti. Then we have our tin tomatoes, then our salt, table salt. Then we have our tomatoes paste. All these items I have mentioned, they have what? They have weight. They have weight. Like for example, our tin of milk. You can see the weight is written down here. That means the weight of this tin of milk is what? 400 grams. The weight of this milk is 400 grams. Then we look at this, our cocoa powder. If you look down there, you can see the weight of this cocoa powder. What's the weight of this cocoa powder? That's what the weight is what? 250 grams. The weight is 250 grams. Even the biscuits we eat, these biscuits we eat, you're surprised. You see, what are you doing with biscuits? Yes, the biscuits we eat also have weight. If you look down here, you also see what? The weight of this biscuit is what? 14 grams. The weight of this biscuit is 14 grams. Now, let's look at our semolina bag. Look at it under here. You can see the weight of the semolina bag is what? 2 kg. The weight of the semolina bag is what? 2 kg. While the weight of our wheat bag is what? 1 kg. The weight of our wheat bag is 1 kg. Now, let's look at our bag of rice. Our bag of rice, if you look at it down here, you see where they wrote 50 kg. That means the weight of the bag of rice is what? 50 kg. Now, let's look at our spaghetti. Look at it under there. If you look at it down here, the weight of the spaghetti is what? 500 grams. So all these items we are looking at, they all have what? They have weight. They have weight. Now we are going to go to the board and solve some example. Let's look at some questions and we'll solve them together. Now let's see example 1 says, Tony bought 50 kg of what? Rice. Children, are you listening? It's only about 50 kg of what? Rice. From shop where? Shop A. And 2 kg of what? Semolina. 2 kg of what? Semolina. 1 kg of wheat from shop B. Now, you can see the question is coming up now. Let's see the question says, sum up the weights of all the item. Remember when I was explaining, I mentioned something that sum is under where? Addition. Sum is under addition. That means this a problem now we are going to solve on the board. We are going to use the sign of what? Addition. So now let's work it out together. First of all, for us to work it out, we put our place value down. That's our tens and units. Remember that when you have 2 digits, it means what? Tens and units. So we are going to write place. We are going to place our numbers under the placed value. Now we have the first number is what? 50 kg. We write our 5 under where? Tens, and our 0 under where? Unit. Then we put our unit down. That's kg. Are you seeing it, children? Now the next question is what? 2 kg of what? Semolina. 2 kg of what? Semolina. So let's place our 2. Our 2 is just 1 digit number. So the 1 digit number will be under where? Under where? That's unit. That's very good. We write it down. Then we put our kg. Then we have the next number is what? 1 kg of wheat. 1 kg of what? We have 1 kg of wheat. So we write, because our 1 is what? Just 1 digit. And because it's 1 digit, we are going to place it under where? Unit. Then we put it down to 1 kg. Remember our sign, they say sum. Remember I said sum is under where? Addition. So that means the sign here we are going to use here is what? Plus. We are going to add them together. Let's put our unit down first. G, we put our G. Then our K, that's K. 0 plus 2. When we say 0 plus 2, 0 means nothing. I am giving out 2 pencils. I have 2. When I say 0 plus 2, for example, I have these 2 things with me. These 2 things, and I said 0 plus 2. I didn't give these 2 things out. So these these 2 tomatoes still belong to me. I didn't give it out. That means 0 plus 2 will give me what? Still 2. Then plus what? 1. This is 1. So when I add this, my 1 salt, to this, my 2 tomatoes, how many items did I have with me? I have 1, 2, and what? 3. That means 1 plus 2 will give us what? 3. Then we are left with 5. 5 plus nothing, that's 0. 5 plus 0 means 0. Remember I said 0 means nothing. That means 5 plus 0 will still give us what? 5. So now let's see the question. It says sum up the weights of all the items. So the weight of all the items is what? 53 kg. 53 what? Kg. Good job there. Now let's see example 2. Example 2 say a tin of milk weighs 400 grams. I said what? A tin of milk weighs what? 400 grams. And a cocoa powder weighs 250 grams. Now let's see the question. What is the difference in weight between the tin of milk and the cocoa powder? Look at the question very well. Remember, when we started the lesson, I showed you some flashcard that I said difference is under where? Subtraction. I said different is under where? Subtraction. Now look at where the question is coming from. They said, what is the difference in weight between the tin of milk and cocoa powder? Now let's solve it out. Look at the numbers we have here. We have how many digit numbers here? We have 3 digits number. So when we have 3 digits number, if you are using our place value, that means you are starting from where? 100. So we are going to place our what? H. H stands for what? 100. Then we have our T as unit, and our T as tens, and our U as what? Unit. We start placing the number under the placed value. We have 4. 4 represents what? 100. And we have 0 under our unit. 0 under our where? Unit. Is 0 under our tens? Is 0 under our unit? Then we'll put our ground down. Remember I said G is also, if you don't want to write the full name of this unit, that's ground, you write it as what? G. That's what this G means. G means what? Ground. Then the next question is that, and cocoa powder weighs what? 250 grams. So we are going to place it also 2, then 5, 0, put our ground. Remember the question say difference. The question say difference. That difference means what? Subtraction. Then we write. So we are going to subtract from this number now. We write our G down. That's our ground. Then 0 take away 0. What will 0 take away 0 give us? 0 means not. We are going to write 0. Now, can we take away 5 from 0? Is it possible, children? No, it's not. So what do? We go to Mr. 4. Mr. 4, please, can you borrow us 1? Mr. 4 said, okay, I will. Then Mr. 4 give us 1. We add our 1 to this place, and here becomes 10. Remember, Mr. 4 gave us what? 1 from his own number, from 4. So now this 4 is no longer 4 again. We have to cancel the 4 and write the new number. And the new number will be what? 3. Because why? We have taken 1 from 4. When we take away 1 from 4, the number remaining is what? 3. We write down our 3. Now let's subtract. Now 10 take away 5. When we take away 5 from 10, what will it give us? 5. Good job. I love that. Then now we have 3. We are not using the old number to subtract from 2. So we are using the new number, and the new number is what? 3. So we are going to say 3 take away 2. What will 3 take away 2 give us, children? Wow, wonderful. 1. We write 1. That means what we take away, the difference between the two items is what? 150 grams. The difference between the two items is what? 150 grams. So lovely. You can see that today's work is so very what? Lovely. Now, children, I would like you now to go back to your planner. There are some work for you there to attend to. And you are going to read the question very carefully. You are going to read the question what? Very carefully, so that you will know the sign to use to attend to the problem. Now, children, love you all. See you all in the next class. And remember to do what? To stay safe. And always wash your hands. Bye, children.